swimming pools. Let's go check swimming pools. I have here a problem with all the external work. Residential building is okay for me, but all external work, I see something not correct. The swimming pools project WBS SMPL. Do I have SMPL here? Yeah, but I have here all buildings. This is correct. ELLP swimming pools. Is it relevant to all buildings? Yeah, so it is construction all building swimming pools, so looks fine. Construction all building swimming pool. Now what is stage F I have here? So I fixed this one. I need to fix this one as well. I fixed it already. I need to fix this. I have to fix all. Then after this I just copy paste these values only. I don't need to copy all the values I have. How can I find them? I'll VLOOKUP with the activity ID and I'll find the new or the correct WBS path. For not being very long in this lesson, however, the reason I talked in detail and it took much time for talking to tell you what type of problems you could find while you are doing a schedule, how to solve them, how to think to solve them. And in our case here, we have faced problems and we fixed them, and I told you how to fix them. If you still have a problem with this, you are most welcome to send me a question and I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. But I'm not going to fix this now. I will leave it for you to find yourself how you can fix a WBS in our sheet. So you can download this sheet now and try to fix these errors by yourself. I fixed already 2 for you here. You need to continue and fix the remaining. For now, let's do another magic. Are you ready to make a relationship for 5,500 activities? Think about it. Take a moment to think about it. How we can assign relationships for all these activities. How we can do it in a traditional way. How many time it will take from you, how many hours or even days or weeks. I have good news for you. We have find a good method to do it in a very fast way. So let's go directly and see how we can do it. So let's go now to create the relationships. Do you think it is the hardest part? No, it is the easiest part. See how smart we can do it. If you remember, we have created at the beginning of this workshop our activity bank, resources bank, and even we are creating now our WPS. You can use it for future projects. Now we are using the same concept. We created a relationship bank for our activity bank. What this relationship bank will do for us? For each activity, I defining predecessors. Only I'm looking after the predecessors. So the plain concrete, what is the predecessor for the plain concrete? This is waterproofing for substructure. So the plain concrete under slab on grade should be done after the waterproofing for substructure finished. Also, I did another predecessor, which is the compaction work. And here is the relationship and lags, if any. And I have created 3 predecessors Sometimes I'm using 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. But the concept which I want you to understand now, how to get benefit from these predecessors. We are going to simply add 3 columns here. So for every activity we have, we'll call it predecessor 1, predecessor 2, and predecessor 3. And we'll make VLOOKUP for the control ID, which we are using too much. See how it is important to have it from the beginning. And we'll go to our activity relationship. We'll find this one and find predecessor number 1, which is column 1, 2, 3, 4. Value. So the predecessor, I have predecessor 1, and I'll call it predecessor 1 ID. Okay, I'll drag it here to have predecessor 2 ID and predecessor 3 ID. I will make a very simple VLOOKUP to search for the control ID here, and give me predecessor ID number 1, which is column 1, 2, 3, 4, column number 4, exact match. Okay, and I expect to have some errors, so I'll make one formula. If error, don't put anything for me. Okay, I'll do the same for predecessor 2. So I'm going to copy this one, Control V, from A to, let's go to the activity relationship. In that case, I need from A to K, and the predecessor 2 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From A to K, and I need column 8. K and 8. Okay, now one more time I need to add it here, but this time let's see what are the rows. Let me drag this sheet beside the other one. From A to O, 9, 10, 9, it should be 9. A to O and column 9. Nope, wrong. Let me count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should be 12. Okay, and this is 8. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now I need to add two more columns, relationship and leg. So here I'm going to insert again, insert. So this will be predecessor one relationship. Oops. Relationship, and this will be predecessor one leg. I'm copy this formula and I will remove it or move it one column, which should one, two, three, four, 5, 6. So I should remove it 2 columns. Something went wrong. Yeah, let me copy it again. For working, so AD, because here I am stopped at D, but I need E, F, G, so I make it to G. And should be 6. Here is a relationship. Just Control C and Control V. Instead of 6, make it 7. So this is the leg. I need to copy or insert here 2 new columns. This will be predecessor 2. Here we have relationship. Here we have leg. Copy this formula, paste it here, add 2 rows, so it will be 10. Copy the same formula, paste it here, add 2 columns, so it should be 12. So okay, let's make it all. Yeah. Again, I have to add 2 more columns here. Let me drag this one. Predecessor 3 relationship and predecessor 3 leg. As we said here, as we did here before, I'm going to copy the formula, paste it here, increase 2 columns, 14. So this 15. Okay. What else we need to have now? This is predecessor ID is not the ID actually. This is the control activity control ID. we need to create activity ID. So I'm going to create more 3 columns. So this will be predecessor 1 or predecessor activity ID for 1. Okay, let me see it by making wrap text. So the 2 and 3. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a simple formula. So I need this here to be equal if this if this value greater than 0, then value of true, value of false, close. I need to copy this one, which the formula is creating. This is the formula creating the activity ID for me. So here, value of true, I will paste it here, and instead of adding control ID, I will add predecessor 1 ID, and value of false like this. I think we have here on this. Okay, let's remove all of this and put this one. Where our mistake? We have equal here, so this is the problem here. So this is the complete ID for the predecessor number 1. So if we have here 0 value, it will give us something here. We want to check. Yeah, it is empty, so we are very good to go. Okay, I'm copying the same formula and I will paste it here, but this time instead of predecessor for this value predecessor 1, I need predecessor 2. This 2 predecessor 2 ID and this predecessor 2 ID. So we created now predecessor 2 and remaining to do predecessor 3. We'll do it the same. And we replace predecessor 2, predecessor ID 2 with predecessor ID 3. And here also we replace this formula. Okay. Okay, and we are now ready to import our relationships to Primavera. How we can do it? We have to create a pivot table. Let's insert pivot table, a new sheet, and we'll call it P6 relation, and we will add the activity ID okay. Then we need predecessor activity ID for ID1. We'll make this in tabular format. And we need the predecessor 1 relationship, predecessor 1 leg. And I will keep all of them in separate tabular format here, so it will not cause any problems for me. Okay, so this is the first one. Let me create a new pivot table. Insert pivot table. My table is table 2. Let me check what is the table name of the data loading. From here, from design, you can find this table 3. Okay, so insert pivot table from table 3, and I'm going to use activity ID. I need the activity ID, and in that case I need here predecessor for activity 2, and I need for activity 2 relationship and leg. I will do the same here. Okay, and here from the predecessor to activity ID, I will remove all the blanks. Only I need the items that has values in the predecessor to. But I have here some subtotals. I need to remove these subtotals. As you can see, it is repeated here. So let me find where is the subtotal. This one. Okay, I'll do the same here. I'll make a filter from activity ID 1. I will remove the blanks, so I need only these ones. Okay, now I need to insert a new pivot table. Insert pivot table from table 3, and I need the activity name, activity ID. Then I need activity predecessor 3, and I need the relation for 3 and the leg for 3. And I will do same as I did before here. Let me save. When I see the Excel doing this, I just get scared to lose my information. So whenever I do some major changes, I save. Okay, so this one fine. This one should be no subtitles, subtotals, and in tabular format. Here also I want to be sure that no subtotals and it is in separate column. Okay, from here, predecessor activity ID3, I will remove whatever blank. I have here some missing relationships, so let me just save this one. The relationship types I need to fix. So I'll be sure that, let me do here one filter from the relationships. Okay, here relationships. Let me find the blanks and num blanks here. Maybe here we have some blank relationships. No, all filled. Okay, so why I don't have here for the activity 3? I see that there is a problem here for the predecessor ID 3. Let's go and check what is the problem for this. Let me copy this value, activity ID 3, and from data loading, activity ID 3, let me find it. Okay, we have here if predecessor 3 ID is greater than 0, then but is predecessor ID 3. Okay, we need to make this one 0 also. Instead of empty quota, we'll make it 0. So we'll make it very clear for our Excel sheet that this one should disappear now. Okay, perfect. Now I'm ready to do my importing and exporting process. Let me tell you how it works in Primavera. Let me save this one first. And here is this is Primavera. I'm going to, from file, I'm going to export a spreadsheet. This time I'm going to export activity relationships. This is the project I want to export, and I have created already a layout for relationships. Let me show you what it includes. Predecessor, successor, relationship type, and like this is the important thing I need. Let me save this one where I can find it later. Here in the relationship, okay, next and finish. So here is our output file, activity relationships. So let me make it clear. This is our task ID. So this is our activity ID. So let me organize now these 4 columns to be same as what I need here. So I need the predecessor before the activity ID. So I'll here the predecessor first, then the activity ID. I don't know what goes wrong when I did this, but I have no problem. I will control here. I will copy all this data and in a new sheet I'm going to paste it as a value here. So this is my first activity ID. I don't need this grand total. I should have deleted it, but no problem. So this is my activity ID. Copy it and I'll paste it in the task ID. Okay, the relationship type, here is a column for the relationship type, and I don't need all these 2 columns, so I can delete it. I'll copy the relationship type and the lag one time. Just Control C and paste value. This I should be sure, because Primavera is reading only when it is text. The predecessor The predecessor is simply this column. So I finished now my first batch. See how many relationships? 5600. Now I'm going to start with the second batch, which is level 2. Be sure that I don't have grand total here. Yes, just delete it. Now I'm going to copy the activity, Control C, put it here, just below this one. Okay, sorry, it should be here. This is a task, as we said, and this is a predecessor. Then this is a predecessor. We can copy the predecessor from here, Control C, and paste it here. Now we need the relationship and legs. They are ready. Why we have here? This is not date, this is number. Let me check why it is not correct. Predecessor to leg is not correct. Predecessor to leg. It is column 12 in activity relationship. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Should be 11, not 12. So I have to go this one again and refresh it. I can still copy and paste it here. So let me repeat the second batch again. So this is the activity, because I refresh the data, so I'm not sure if something goes different way. And here, this is the predecessor, Control C, and we'll copy the predecessor here. And we have here our let's make it format cells only 1 digit and text. This is how can Primavera understand it. And let's paste it here. Now we need to do the third batch, which is predecessor number 3. Should be shorter. You can do as many patches as you want. You can do whatever you want, whatever number you want. But I believe 3 is fair enough. So this is, this time we'll make shift and copy this 3 column one time and paste it here. Don't forget to make this one text. And then we will need to copy our predecessor. Now we have 13,157 relationship to our schedule. Shall we do it? Let's save this one and close it then I prefer to save everything and close it, because Primavera now will scream because we'll importing too much data. Close this one, and let me import the spreadsheet, which is here. And activity relationships, I will import it to my project. Ready? Let's go. To be honest, it will take some while, so let us keep it importing, doing some magic, and I'll pause the video and return back when it is finished. Now I got an error message while importing, and I know the reason for the error message. The reason for the error message we have done here, I imported once again, it imported these rows, then the error message came, so I click here, y, and import it again. It will delete all whatever I did. Okay, so now I want to tell you what we did wrong here, and this is, take it as a lesson learned also. We have assigned all these activities based on our BOQ relationships. We assumed some relationships, okay, and there are one step is remaining to be sure that this relationship already exists, because we are creating a task ID or activity ID from our imaginations. We say, okay, this item could be linked to this 1, 2, 3, 4. What if we have 1, 2 only? We don't have 3 and 4. In that case, the activity ID will not be exist. So what we need to do is we need to check here that all our relationships are already exist. So I'm going to copy, this is my activity list, and I will paste it here as a value, and I will start doing here simple VLOOKUP for the predecessor here, and I need column 2 and exact match. What column 2 will give me, let's say, okay, and I will drag this, and I will drag this. Here, what I'm talking about, we will have here some NA. It means that our assumption is not correct. So simply, we need to delete these rows. That's it. We will delete these rows, which is relevant to information we don't have. We assumed here in our bank that each activity will have one or more relationship types, but we don't have all the activities and all its successor and predecessors in all buildings. So whatever applicable, we want to apply. Whatever not applicable, we want just to ignore and delete this relationship. So I'll close. I will wait. Now it is deleted. I'll close this data loading. I will clear this. Then I'll remove whatever I did here. I remove this sheet, don't need it anymore. I remove this sheet also, I don't need it. So I'm ready to save and import it once again. So file, import, spreadsheet, and here we go. This time I hope it will work. Let's wait and see. Select the project and finish. As it takes some time, I'm going to pause the video again. And here we go. The import was successful. And as you can see here, all the relationships were imported successfully with our here all the relationship type and legs. Now, as you can see, we have here some open ends. So in order to fix this open ends, we'll not fix it here in Primavera. We need to do this exercise in our Excel file. I just want to, for now,